What is going on, everybody? It is I, Fonz the Falcon, here at Four Corners Review and Preview, alongside Mike DeSanto. If you haven't seen our Instagram, which you, by the way, you should, _RP. We did not have an episode this past Monday because of Memorial Day weekend. Mike, I hope you had a good Memorial Day, right? You had a good one?
I did. How's yours?
It wasn't too bad. Relaxed, went to the beach, had a couple drinks. Watched a lot of wrestling because that's what we're going to talk about here. We got a lot of wrestling talk. So we didn't have a live show to make up for it, though, on our YouTube channel, Review and Preview, which, again, you should subscribe if you haven't already. What the hell are you doing? We're going to recap all the pay-per-views that happened this past weekend, which is Night of Champions, NXT Battleground, and good old Double or Nothing, Mike. And I think out of all the shows, that's probably the one we're going to have to take a little more issues with here and there, I think I would say. I mean,
the most nothing of the weekend.
Yeah, it was like you would.
Yeah.
It's Night of Champions. We start off good. We'll get to what happened at the end. Really good. Battleground, pretty solid too. Again, you're not expecting it to overtake, but it was a nice steady. And then once it got to Double or Nothing, it went down.
Not all the way, but
if you swapped it, if you put AEW Double or Nothing first and the Night of Champions last, I would say that would have been a successful. Nice little weekend here, too. It was just Battleground right in the middle, too. But, yeah, so we're just going to go through all the cards here. Of course, Albert's not here. He couldn't make it, but don't worry. He'll be back next week when we have our live show Mondays at 7 o'clock right here on Review and Preview's Facebook and YouTube page. So definitely subscribe if you haven't already. So, Mike, we'll start off with Night of Champions. Start off with the good?
Yes.
We'll go with the good here. So, first off, Night of Champions happened over at Saudi Arabia, too, which, again, we have our thoughts about that and opinions about the whole thing itself, too. But, Mike, I will say this. The show was very solid from top to bottom. Little complaints here and there. We'll go through the card, match by match. So start with here, the inaugural World Heavyweight Championship, which again, Mike, we talked about it last week. They confirmed it that it was part of the history, like the historical aspect.
Yeah.
They also Fightful kind of retracted, that statement. So I don't know what it's going to be, but as of now, Seth friggin' Rollins is the first ever World Heavyweight Champion. I'm pressing Wikipedia right now. And it just says, as of now, the 2023 to current. So they don't have any of the past. As of again, Wikipedia, I could be wrong. I have no idea. Defeated AJ Styles in the tournament final. We had this right in our predictions. We had this one correct because obviously Rollins is the Raw superstar and Styles is a SmackDown superstar. That's a whole new. Guess what, Mike?
They got it right.
Before we get to the match itself, we don't have it on Raw. AJ Styles came out, and I'm like, oh, no. I got nervous. So I'm like, are we doing this again? Back and forth.
Yep.
Did we confirm that it's going to be another match for the tie? I feel like it's going to happen, though. But regardless of the match, great choice. And AJ Styles is an excellent wrestler. And I have to say, this is a good championship match for the first ever title. It's officially been reintroduced to. And I think Rollins is the perfect champion, too. And I think if people forget, he's the inaugural NXT champion as well, too. And he didn't win it, but he was in the first ever Universal Championship. So he has a lot of history when it comes to inaugural championships.
Now, here's something that came to my mind. Imagine you could have recreated that Universal Championship match, but you would have needed 2 Raw superstars to do that.
No.
Oh, wait. They are.
Is Styles on SmackDown or Raw?
No, he's on SmackDown. What I'm saying is Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Also in that.
I know. I just get confused on it now because I think, let's be real. My hot take, the draft is not going to last long. We're going to have the one about like 2 months too. And again, you guys know how I feel about it. But
I got till October and then they're going to do another one.
Oh, you give it that long too. You're generous. You're very generous with
that. It's Triple H's draft. So
that's true too. God bless Papa H, by the way.
God bless Papa H.
Mike, give me your thoughts on the match itself too. Obviously, we can agree this was the right choice here, but the match itself, 2 excellent to start off with this historic championship.
Yeah, I was a little put off by the fact that they opened with it. It was supposed to be so historic, but I get it. You kind of these days the idea of a card is that you open with one of your biggest matches, at least whether it be name value or story value, depending on what you've got, and then you close with one. I get it. And I get we'll get to what happened at the end. I get why they wanted that to be the end. That's fine.
Yeah.
The match itself is exactly what I expected from a Seth Rollins AJ Styles match. It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
They got ready to fly.
I'll give you that one. That's good. See, the soundboard makes an appearance on the YouTube videos, by the way. It does make an appearance.
Styles kept up with his evil ways. That's a deep cut for TNA fans. No.
Yeah,
yes, it's there.
That's I added it, by the way. No, not for the championship, but for the soundboard. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep interrupting. Mike, go ahead.
No. I think it was a good match. The right person won, but I think they both handled it very well. What do you think?
Yeah, I think this was perfect. And I think with the card placement, I actually, normally I would have a problem with it, but given the circumstance of what was later on too, where else were you going to put it? I think it would have been a bigger gripe if it was the second match in the card, let alone in the middle of the card too. If this was like for the secondary title, it's a different story. You can put it honestly anywhere on the card. But for a top championship, a brand new title with historic implications, because we thought it was whatever, this was the perfect placement for it. And this was a typical Seth Rollins, AJ Styles match. You knew what you're going to get out of both of them because they've wrestled so many times together before. But I feel like it always amazes me, especially with, Styles doing it at his age. It's incredible. And Rollins, too, his freak athleticism, too. It was just incredible. And the card placement, I don't have a problem with, actually. I get it. It makes sense because we'll get to the main event later on, too. But again, great match. Good opener. I will say it was a very good opener for champions.
Very good. Very good.
Can't complain about that. The first of, I believe it's 2 non-title matches on Night of Champions where the tagline was every title is on the line. Mike, if I'm not mistaken, not every title was actually on the line. If I'm double checking it.
Let's see. Well, by virtue of who was in the main event, the standing world title on SmackDown wasn't on the line. Let's see. I don't believe the U.S. title was on
the line too.
He wasn't even at the show.
US. There was. Yeah, wow. Yeah, he wasn't even there. Like, did he travel?
I don't know if he was backstage. He did not appear.
Yeah, I'm assuming he wasn't there then. Maybe
I'm assuming. Yeah. I don't know why they would bring him and the belt if he wasn't being used.
Yeah,
but let's see. Anything else? Oh, were both women's titles?
Yes, both women's titles. Yes, but not the women's
tag
team titles. And we'll get
that's because
of what happened here. Trish Stratus defeated Becky Lynch, and I will say this. It's awesome to see female wrestlers being on a Saudi Arabian match card, which again, it should have been in the first place. We kind of all talk about it since the beginning.
Yeah.
Kind of the controversy when they first started there too, but regardless, they did make an appearance on the card. Second match of the night. Trish Stratus defeated Becky Lynch via pinfall. 15-minute match. It was okay. I mean, it was okay. It's great to see Trish in the ring and whatnot too, but I just don't want this to be taking over. That's my fear, Mike. I think we talked about this, and I said this on the top in our 10 count a while back. I don't want legends and Hall of Famers taking over main storylines. Now, obviously the main title isn't in the picture here, but I don't want this to be a thing where Trish eventually trickles over into the Raw or SmackDown. I don't even know where she got drafted to, but I don't want her trickled into the title picture unless you get something out of it too. But I can't complain about this match too. I just want the women's tag titles to be, again, relevant.
But we have new tag champs.
Yeah,
we do have new tag champs.
Golden swap.
Golden
swap. Technically speaking.
Question mark. Technically, it is. It was on Raw.
We'll save it for next week.
Yeah, we'll save it for next week. We're not here for golden swaps. No. Apparently, there's rumors now that because Zoe Stark.
Yeah, because that's Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark made an appearance.
Supposedly, there's rumors that Trish is now going to get a stable.
Are we getting now? I'm all for more female wrestlers on cards, but are we going to turn this now where females can't have singles matches and we're just going to throw them into stables? That includes Rhea Ripley and Judgment Day, which is good. I'm for it. But having Damage Control, Trish is in her own stable, and then Mike, cue this. I'm not even going to cue it.
What do we do with the wasted wrestlers? What do we do with the wasted wrestlers? What do we do with the wasted wrestlers? Put them in a tag team
or stable,
or stable.
Or literally.
I wonder. So a stable, traditionally in WWE terms, is 4. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's 3. A lot of times it's 4.
It's usually 4, yeah.
If they give her 2 more people, and give a 4-person stable, are we going to see a face turn of Damage Control to help Becky?
So we see,
supposedly they're supposed to break up. That's the heavier rumors that they're going to break up.
I mean, their time can I can see that. I think it's good timing now because they've been close to almost a year, I would say, as a stable. And you really generally don't see stables lasting unless they're NWO, DX, lasting long. Majority of stables don't last past a year or something. Right. Too. So I wouldn't be opposed to it too. I just don't want to put Io Sky, for example, one stable, which was good, and then throw her into another stable for no apparent reason. Dakota Kai also. Like, I just, just because the Damage Control made sense. They all came back from injury, called up, and getting released and whatnot too. And they can't, it doesn't. I don't know if Io Sky works with Trish and Zoe Stark. And Kai too.
So supposedly the other, I'm all in on the rumors this week apparently. Apparently when she comes back, Lita's supposed to turn on Becky and potentially join.
This is like the big show of face turns and heel turns and whatnot too. Right? Yep. Lita joined that stable too. I don't know. I just feel like this kind of ran its course. The Trish, Lita, Becky kind of thing. This kind of went quick, and I didn't expect it to last this long too.
No, I thought it was a Mania thing.
Yeah, and Zoe Stark actually kind of works with Trish. I feel I could see that like working as like a mentor type of thing.
Yeah.
But that's the end of it. Zoe Stark just got called up to the main roster. So I guess it's good to put her with the legend and Trish Stratus, but like I worry about it,
Yeah. So so hypothetically, you give a stable where it's Trish and Lita and their hand-picked proteges.
Yes.
Trish picked Zoe. Who does Lita pick?
Do you pick Dakota Kai or Io Sky?
You could, and I would say it's probably Kai.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Sky's supposed to end up breaking out as the star of Damage Control.
I think we've talked about this. Yeah. Formerly Io Shirai clearly could be a star.
Who should be still Io Shirai, as a side note.
Yeah, but, 100%. Yeah.
I had another thought.
Okay, I want to hear it.
But it's a quick call up. Cora Jade.
You could do Cora Jade, but she's the
very
NXT
punk rocky.
Is she in the NXT? Oh, she's NXT Women's Champion right now, if I'm not mistaken. No, she's not. Is she gonna be in the title picture? I mean,
probably, but I think they're doing another round of her and Roxanne. Okay. Somebody attacked Roxanne, and they think it might be Cora, or
oh boy, we're gonna start
but
with
it
that
might not be. I don't know. No, we'll get to who the new NXT Women's Champion is.
No, well, I just feel like it's a whole bunch of confusion. A lot of unknown too. But again, regardless, Becky and Trish will play in this match too. Maybe a little bit longer than normal, but again, compared to the next match, which should have been a lot longer, by the way. Gunther defeated Mustafa Ali to retain the IC Championship. 8 minutes and 35 seconds, according to Wikipedia. Feels like that's way too short for them, the ring general. And Ali, and credit to Ali, I wish he's gotten more, but I'm glad to see him in the IC title picture. You didn't expect him to win, to be honest here, but he held his own. And Gunther, oh my God, I want Gunther to be. You know what? I want Gunther to take over Honky Tonk Man's record for longest reigning IC champion. I can definitely see that.
You want it?
Honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
I believe we're seeing the build of the 2024 Royal Rumble winner,
Gunther.
I could see it.
I would not be opposed to it. I actually like that a lot.
Imagine he's the second one to cash in at Mania. Or not cash in. I'm sorry. He could win Money in the Bank too. I think Cody's winning Money in the Bank, but
I think I would put Cody as winning it. Gunther, I could see him being in the Money in the Bank ladder match, even though I like to have the title holders being in title matches, but I can see matching him in a ladder match. Yeah, no,
chopping the ladder,
literally just chopping the ladder, having someone fall off too. Yeah. But we expected Gunther to win. This is a really good match. I wish it was a lot longer, and I feel bad for Ali because of Brock Lesnar saying "Get a life, kid."
Oh, I know. I saw somebody on social media say, "Good, maybe finally he'll go away since he's a terrible wrestler." Ali's a terrible wrestler.
Ali's really not that bad of a wrestler. I don't like the gimmick he's getting of not whining, but like complaining a lot and wishing he did this and kind of like sulking. If that's the right term.
He was the SmackDown hacker. So
yeah, I don't know. Well, that was all. But he's been thrown into some bad. I think once 205 Live ended, he's just thrown into like the wolf.
They didn't know what to do.
Yeah, you know what I mean. He was never Cruiserweight champion, by the way. Did you know that?
I remember it now that you say it. I didn't remember. I did not remember it before. He should have been.
He should have been. He really should have been. It's very weird when you really look back and think about it too. But I think once 205 Live ended, they just kind of didn't know what to do with him, which kind of stinks because he's a good wrestler. And I don't know what the whole Brock Lesnar thing was too. But I mean, again, I don't hate it now because I like Cowboy Brock.
Cowboy Brock, yes.
Cowboy B Brock. Asuka defeated Bianca Belair to win the Raw Women's Championship.
I did not.
I didn't think it would happen. I want Asuka to eventually win. But I thought it was gonna happen at Mania or even like whatever. But I didn't expect it to happen at Night of Champions. I really honestly didn't expect any title changes to happen. By the way,
no.
Obviously the World Heavyweight Championship because you're gonna get a new title holder regardless too. But
but that doesn't count.
Yeah, I mean Asuka. I definitely think she deserved it too. Bianca had a great reign. I think the time was coming for her to be, non-champion because, she's a SmackDown superstar. Am I right?
Yeah, you are.
Ah.
Supposedly heel turn's coming.
Well, I wouldn't mind Bianca as a heel. Wasn't Bianca a heel in NXT?
Yeah, for a long time.
That's how she started too. So I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate it. I think it's a really good call, but I wanted Asuka to be champion because I think she definitely her title reigns were never bad. I just wish they don't compare NXT women's title reign. Obviously, we can't compare those, but let's hope it can be somewhat close. Like I feel like they've ended so quickly. There's one that was like 2 weeks, and Charlotte won. Remember that time? Just threat at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, which Charlotte reign was that? Was that 11, 12, 9,
15? I don't know. I generally lost count. But I didn't hate this. I'm glad Asuka won though.
No, because this is a much less forced. Feels like a much less forced Asuka.
Yeah,
like this is a character she seems more comfortable in than the other one.
This is what she was in Japan,
right? So I think it's gonna go better.
Let her run with it. Let Asuka cook. Let her cook. And I love the miss, by the way. Shout out to Jerry. Shout out to my guy. To Jerry.
Oh yeah,
it's great. Underrated. Next one on here, the other women's championship. Rhea Ripley defeated Natalya by pinfall. Mike, you know how long the match was? I forgot how short this was.
Wasn't it like a minute and a half, minute 40,
minute 10.
Minute 10.
Yeah, I didn't realize how. I mean, shout out to Natalya. I do give her credit. She's been around for a long time. I'm surprised she hasn't had more title reign. She's just basically going to be the one that puts wrestlers over, which is fine. I didn't expect Rhea to lose the title here, but I expected it to be somewhat more competitive. And isn't she a Raw superstar, if I'm not mistaken? So what are we doing? So
we got 2 women's titles on the same brand.
So what's gonna happen here? When I saw Asuka change, I'm like, are they gonna do Natalya winning SmackDown?
Oh no!
What? Wild card rule?
No.
Bianca's gonna win it?
No. Unification at SummerSlam.
And then what? Another women's
and then wild card rule.
And oh my god!
And then the women's champion can be on either brand.
There's so much women's talent. You could do 2 titles.
You can.
There's proof. There's literally proof.
It's been working.
I don't want to do it. But we can't talk that much about the match because it was very short.
It was very short. Poor Natalya. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, she's Owen, not Brett, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. Next one up here. Brock Lesnar defeated Cody Rhodes by technical submission in 9 minutes and 40 seconds.
So they're saying he has a broken arm, right? That's what they're saying.
Is it legit? I mean,
no, it's not legitimately broken, but they're saying it's broken, and that's why he lost.
Are we just gonna do this? I mean, he's gonna win Money in the Bank with this broken arm thing. Is this what's gonna be? Is this what's gonna happen now?
Yeah, just like gold medals with broken freaking necks.
Yeah, is this what we're gonna do now? Again, I like this Brock. I like the Cowboy Brock and everything too, and this whole style. But do we need to keep having these matches? We're gonna do another Brock Cody match.
Probably. How many have we had? 2 or 3.
We had one at Backlash.
Mm-hmm.
We did not have one at WrestleMania. It's Cody, obviously. Didn't Cody win against Brock?
Cody won against Brock at Backlash. Now Brock won against Cody at Night of Champions, which means watch. They open Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
They open Money. No, I'm sorry. He wins Money in the Bank. Brock is going to refuse to show up to Money in the Bank. He'll be back at SummerSlam. They'll rubber match at SummerSlam. And then probably maybe Cody cashes in.
I feel like we're going to get that. That's a story. That's a story
with a broken arm. He's going to survive. They'll open SummerSlam. He'll survive Brock. And then he'll one-arm Seth Rollins run down the ramp.
We're going to get that whole thing. Great. Joy. Oh, joy to the world, as literally one would say.
With one arm, Cody Rhodes.
With what? Cody Rhodes with one friggin' arm. So that's what that match in the main event. The main event, Mike. The main event.
Chef's kiss.
The main event, Mike. You know what?
Not the one I expected.
Mike, I'm going to pull this up right now as you can talk about here. I'm gonna pull the blue because I have the video saved actually on my phone. Funny enough, if you believe that, if I can connect the thing on here, if I connect my phone, if it plays here, because I had what line I'm talking about too. I think.
I was gonna say it to you, but I'll let you play it.
Mike.
Listen, Bills. I'm doing what you should have done a long time ago. I got to.
Oh my God. And then Jimmy like going crazy. I did not expect Jimmy to do that because we thought
100% it was Jay.
100%
thought it was
you
Jay.
said for months it was Jay. I said eventually it'll be Jay. You thought I didn't think they'd do it then. You thought at Night of Champions Jay was gonna do it. What a swerve. We'll talk about the match itself first. Sammy and Kevin, great tag team. I'm so happy they're finally tag team champions. Shout out to Sammy, by the way.
Oh my God, that entrance.
Yeah, and finally being allowed back into Saudi Arabia because of all the stuff that was going on too. It's great to see. And the fans, oh my God, the pop for him.
Oh my God.
That was like Bad Bunny.
In Puerto Rico, yeah.
That was like that, or any Cody entrance when they go the whoa.
Plus what he was wearing.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Perfect.
It was perfect.
He had made the pilgrimage beforehand.
Yeah,
when they got in, that was really cool. I liked being able to.
Sammy's incredible. He really is. And listen, Mike, I've told you this. There was a time where I wasn't a full fan of Sammy and NXT because I didn't get it. Like I respected him as a wrestler, but it's like I didn't get the character, the rah guy, and whatever. And as he's gone there, he gained a fan out of me, especially what happened with the bloodline and everything too. You know.
Yeah. See. And if you recall, we actually had the show when I wasn't a fan of Sammy. I didn't like the whole conspiracy theorist thing.
Yeah,
I had him grow the beard and the hair.
That. You liked NXT Sammy.
I liked NXT Sammy.
Like yeah, and then I liked conspiracy. You didn't, but like it was like we.
But now,
yeah. Oh my God,
this is peak Sammy.
This is peak Sammy, and Kevin has always been great. I've always loved Kevin.
Kevin's just.
But the match itself was great. It was a great match. When the Usos kicked Solo, I was like, oh, here we go. We didn't expect, obviously, Roman and Solo to win. We didn't expect it. We didn't know how.
No, I didn't think they were going to.
We didn't know how they were going to do it, but they did it. And it was Jimmy. Well, first off, Roman said, you're not day one no more to Jay. Jimmy kicks Roman, and then he's sitting there, and I'm like, no way. And then I'm doing what you should have done a long time ago. Because guess what, Mike? Brothers stick together no matter what.
Do they? We'll find out on Friday.
Just saying for now. I don't know.
At the celebration, that's going to be. They have done a great job making the main event what I am only going to assume is the main event of SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely must see.
No, I'm going to have to 100% tune in. Like, no doubt about it. Like, it was just a great match. It was a great match. And by the way, Roman Reigns, shout out to him getting 1,000 days now as champion, by the way, too.
Yeah.
Officially 1,000 days, which maybe he might have to join him. He might be dropping it soon then. Now that he hit the
days may be numbered.
Hey, the days might be numbered, but that was a perfect ending, and it made me like really like. I never save wrestling clips on my phone. But I saved that on my phone. And I'm going to watch that once in a while. It's just like chill, like, ooh, like great. I want to see what they're going to do.
Because we've been waiting so long.
And we didn't get when we got it, but not what we expected.
Right.
Which, it's fine.
Which is, I mean, there's nothing really better than that as being a wrestling fan.
Than
knowing what you want, not knowing how you're going to get it, and ending up getting it in a way you weren't expecting, but loving it all the same.
Exactly. It was
I love it. Perfect.
It was perfect. So that's it for I guess what it wasn't, Mike. It wasn't
awful.
It was not awful. It was actually incredible. Next up here, that's my champions overall great. We'll go to NXT Battleground. A little bit shorter because again it's a shorter show. So we'll get to the matches here quickly. The results here: Wesley defeated Tyler Bate and Joe Gacy to retain the North American Championship.
Good match.
Again, great match. Do we expect this to happen?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Shout out to Burt, by the way, who will forever pick Joe Gacy. He will. I think Albert will pick Joe Gacy no matter.
He will live and die. He's gonna pick Gacy until Gacy actually wins.
But if Gacy, though, however, does win a championship, Burt's gonna start a parade.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to our guy, Burt. But this is a really good match. Can't complain about it. Really good opener. Really solid opener, by the way. A solid opener.
Yes.
Wonder where Tyler Bate will end up being called up. You wonder.
I don't know. He's currently during this recording in the ring in a tag match with Wes Lee against Schism. So
who knows? Who knows? Next match here, Noam Dar defeated Dragon Lee in 5 rounds for the British Rounds Rules match for the Heritage Cup, which is a title but a cup, and that's a whole other story for a whole other day. Mike, what did you think about the British Rounds Rules match?
Sorry, Ali's on NXT.
No. What?
No. Ali is in the crowd at NXT.
No. That's going too far.
No. I love Liam Neeson. But no, I thought it was a good match. I liked everything about this match except the ending.
Yeah.
I hated how they ended it.
Explain the ending to the people that have not watched the ending.
Okay, so very competitive. Noam Dar is a very underrated wrestler. Dragon
he really
Lee
is. He really is. He's great.
Dragon Lee is.
I don't know. We do.
The guy. Like
yeah.
he's. Oh. That's why I thought he was going to win.
Yeah, I wanted Dragon Lee to win so badly.
But, Lash Legend and what's her name?
Who?
Is it Jakara?
Jakara, yes, I believe that's the name. Yes.
Yes. Came out and distracted. Jakara came out, distracted the referee. Lash Legend came out at the other side of the ring and out of the crowd and took a weapon and hit Dragon Lee with it.
Mm-hmm.
Noam Dar hit the Nova Roller and got the pin to end it in the 5th round.
Yeah.
And now apparently Noam Dar, the 2 girls, and Mensa are a stable.
No.
I can't do any more stables. I'm going to say it right now. I don't know if I can do any more stables. I love stables.
Well, guess what? Evolution's back.
Yeah, look at this. I mean, really. Intense to stables, but like again, we'll get to Double or Nothing in a little bit.
Yeah.
I can't complain about it because they're both great wrestlers. And you're right, Noam Dar. It's so much credit to what he's. Remember, watch Noam Dar 205 live.
Oh my god.
With Alicia Fox, and then but him and Cedric had great matches. But like, watch him then, and watch him now. It's night and day. Watch Dragon Lee back in the day and watch him now, and that's day and day. Yeah,
right.
It's all
the day. It's all day, every day. It's a new day.
It's all day. That's a good one. Next up here, Mike. You're a Dragunov. Defeated Die. I was upset Dijak. I'm upset Dijak. But. Oh, such a good match.
Car crash, and I love it.
That's the definition. Every time a weapon or something was involved.
No.
I was so scared for both men too. They're so good. Dragunov, I want him to win another title. I want Dijak to be in a title match too. Both was just. This was 16 minutes. It should have been longer. Actually, you know what? No, 15 minutes is perfect enough for this car crash. I feel like you can't do that long.
Yes. I'm going to make a pitch now that Dragunov is the one that finally takes the IC title from Gunther. Bring it back one more time.
I want that to be a match so badly because if you haven't seen the NXT UK Championship.
Yeah.
Watch that. That's all I'm going to say because that was the peak of pandemic wrestling. I completely forgot the word. That was peak pandemic wrestling. By the way,
it was that good.
Not the Thunderdome. It was that, and only that. It was that.
Plus, then as a side note, you can have Sheamus take it off Dragunov. Perfect.
Also, there was no crowd in that match too. By the way, Dragunov and Gunther or Walter back.
That is unfair.
Which somehow worked.
Because there was no crowd cheering, and therefore you could hear
everything.
Strikes.
Everything you could hear.
You could hear the pain.
And I know Gunther's ripped now too, and I like it. But this is like Big Walter. This is when it was.
Oh yeah, this is big like Doughboy.
The Doughboy. You're gonna say it. When you say it to his face, he sees you.
I'm not gonna say it to his face. No. That'd be going too far.
Next up here, Gallus, Mark Coffey, and Wolfgang defeated the Creed brothers to win the NXT Tag Team Championships. Did I have the Creed brothers retaining here? I don't remember what I had.
Creed brothers were not champions going in. Gallus was.
I mean, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I had the Creed brothers winning the championships here, but I got that wrong too. Gallus won. But this is a really good tag team match too, by the way, too. Gallus. I think no one really talks about Gallus and the NXT Tag teams as much, though. I feel like, but they've been, A lot better than honestly some WWE tag teams right now. If we're gonna be honest.
Yeah, the sad part is they're gonna get lost in the shuffle if they get called up.
I don't want. That's the thing. I don't. Every tag team though, the Ascension, Sanity, just probably a bunch. I'm just ripping off the top of my head. Like Lots of Pain.
Oh my god, I forgot about them.
Not the Undisputed Era. They never really went to the. They never went to the main roster. I think about
Heavy
it.
Machinery.
Oh my god, yeah. Well,
the
Raiders.
Viking. Which
The Viking
they're
Raiders
getting
on
better
there, too.
now, but now that Sarah Logan's back as an insane Norse shaman person.
Regardless, this was a good tag match. It just doesn't want me to. I don't want them to go to Raw or SmackDown. I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be that good. Like every time I do a really good move, I just go.
No.
Like that's what I do. I don't want them to do it. I don't want them to be like, I want them to be on Raw or SmackDown.
No, you don't.
No,
you don't want that.
Never. No. Next up here, Tiffany Stratton defeated Lyra Valkyria for the vacant women's championship. Mike, was this the right call here, Tiffany Stratton? Did we have this?
I mean, we all had. None of us had Stratton because we didn't even have either of them in the match.
Yeah,
we had Roxanne and Cora.
Yeah,
but
I guess they're kind of moving into. Listen, maybe they just see that they want to expand the NXT women's roster. Maybe that's probably a good thing for us. Then, you know.
Well, I know Hunter and Sean are big on Stratton.
Yeah, and they want to develop them. Obviously, develop them more too. And we see what Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade can do, and they don't really necessarily need the title. Maybe this is a good thing. They did that for both of them too. I hope Stratton does have a long reign with the belt too. I want it to be a hot potato thing. Indy Hartwell. She should have never got drafted.
She should have never gotten drafted.
Yeah, although she deserved it, but wait.
Right, not in. If you're gonna give her the title, don't draft her.
Yeah, exactly. So, but again, I can't complain about them. I didn't expect it, but this is overall pretty solid match. 16 minutes. I think this was the longest match of the night, by the way, Mike.
Really?
Yeah, by 1 minute because drag off
longer than the main event.
Yeah, main event was 14 minutes and 14 seconds.
Okay.
So we'll get to the main event. Carmelo Hayes with Trick Williams defeated Braun Breaker by pinfall to retain the NXT Championship. I mean, this was excellent, but we expect
call him up. Call him up.
Call Braun up at this point.
Yeah.
He's done enough for NXT. He's more than capable of handling the main roster. Don't put him in American Alpha or not American Alpha. That's another tag team, by the way.
That is another tag team.
What's it
Alpha
called?
Academy.
So I don't know. Alpha, Beta, Omega, right? Although that was great. Oh, he's great. Chad Gable's great. But please. With this match, though, like we expected, this is one of those matches where I expected the winner to be from the beginning, but I was still on the edge of my seat watching it because it was still good from beginning to end, bell to bell. I can't complain about it. This was really good.
I agree. No, yeah. I think it was a good follow up to their last match. Call Braun up. He's ready. Like, there's nothing really else. Now that you've had him get beat by Mello twice, there's really nothing to do.
Yeah, there's literally I can't think of anything else they would do.
You can't bump him down the card.
Yeah, you don't want him to go for the North American Championship.
Right.
You know. Yeah, you can't put him in a tag team.
And we don't, and at the same time, as much as good of a match as it was, I don't think we really want to see a third one.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Mello beat him twice.
Yeah, that's the thing. If Braun won, different story. You can't even put him in the UK Championship if they do NXT Europe, if they eventually do that. I don't know if that's ever going to be a thing. I don't know. So I think the best time is to call him up by SummerSlam. Maybe do like one last minute feud or something too. I don't know. If JD McDonough can get called up to the main roster and get drafted by not doing anything, you can easily call up Braun Breaker. So I don't know.
He's got a 33 and a third chance of being successful on the main roster.
I knew you were going to do that, and that's why I had that ready. Lastly, Mike, before we get on out of here, I know it's a longer video, everybody, but again, this is technically our podcast episode, quote unquote, but for a review on our interest. Thank you guys for checking out everything so far. We got one more preview to talk about. Reminder down below, give us a follow on Facebook, Review and Preview Sports, Instagram, Review and Preview. Follow us on Four Corners on Instagram, 4corner_RP. Don't just check out our show, check out everything else. Got Pucking Around, Review and Preview, Big Blue Lemon when it comes back. And we can't make any other announcements. We got a little tease for other stuff that's going on with the brand as we're going forward. I'm looking forward to doing that with Review and Preview. It's really good stuff here too. But lastly, Mike, before we get on out of here, AEW Double or Nothing. Mike's favorite pay-per-view on his favorite promotion with his favorite main event. Well, actually, the main event was pretty good, but
Actually, the main event was pretty good.
Majority of favorite wrestlers too. So, all right, you ready? Let's go.
Yep, let's do this.
The one pre-show match: the Hardys and Hook. By the way,
it did not end up being.
Isaiah Cassidy, which I feel
Right.
bad for, by the way, because he's talented. Well, Party was talented anyway. That's a whole other tag team. I think
Send
is lost.
Hook. But
Send Hook defeated Ethan Page and the Guns by submission. So since the Hardys and Hook won, Matt Hardy took ownership of Ethan Page's contract. Good match. Fine, it's on the pre-show because I didn't know what to put on the card. What does this mean? I genuinely don't know what this means.
Well, isn't it the Hardy family office or something like that?
I don't know. Was Andrade in the Hardy family office?
I don't know. Were they in the Hardy family?
It's literally what it's. I don't know. It's a good match. It's a good match.
I foresee a lot of weeks of just 1 or 2 segments per show of him like getting Matt coffee or the newspaper or.
It'll be funny the first time, but I think it'll be overdone. I feel like AEW, and I get AEW fans to come after me for this. I feel like they overdo things way too much.
Unless he forces him to walk into the lake of reincarnation.
Yeah, that actually low-key would kind of be funny though. See, that's fine. See, if you involve broken Matt Hardy in this whole thing, with Vanguard and the mower of lawns, do that. Do whatever. I'm all for it then. But again, pre-show.
Don't forget the dilapidated boat, by the way.
Oh. I love broken Matt Hardy. You know what? I take it back. I want to see how this goes, actually.
Okay, yeah.
So let's get to the main card. First up, Orange Cassidy won by last eliminating Swerve Strickland in a 21-man blackjack battle royal for the AEW International Championship, which, by the way, is not longer called the Atlantic Championship, the International Championship, which, by the way, Mike, we've said it. It should be still the All-Atlantic Championship, right? We should keep it that way, too. Who were the participants, you ask? Well, it was everyone that challenged for the title. Here's the order of elimination. I'm going to read the order of elimination for you, too. Tony Nese, Ari Daivari, Commander, Kip Sabian, Chuck Taylor, The Blade, The Butcher, Bandito, Lee Moratti, Trent Beretta, Keith Lee, Ray Phoenix, Juice Robinson, Jay White, Ricky Starks, Brian Cage, Dustin Rhodes, Penta El Zero Miedo, and Big Bill. If I wondered who's Big Bill, big cast, by the way.
Because he's 7 foot tall.
And you can't teach. Although Big Bill is actually kind of funny. I kind of like that. It's like just a funny name or two. But
I saw a thing on Twitter. Do you remember the show Little Bill?
Yes.
It was a picture of Little Bill and Big Bill. It says choose your fighter.
There's a lot of people on there. There's a lot of people. They're on the AEW roster. A lot of these guys too. Actually, everybody is too. There wasn't like they had a surprise or anything too. 21 man.
Yeah, they did not have a Joker person.
They didn't Joker person too. But out of all the surprise, I'm surprised Jay White got eliminated that late or that early, kind of quote unquote. I thought he'd be in the final 2, if anything. I didn't expect him to last. I didn't expect Dustin Rhodes to last that long. I'm doing the order of what I read is the order of elimination.
Really?
Or am I reading that? Or am I reading that wrong? Because this is the order of elimination that's on Wikipedia. I didn't get a chance to watch this match, so I wasn't too sure.
Neither did I, but
this is the order of elimination. Was Tony Nese was first, Daivari, Commander, Kip Sabian, Chuck Taylor. The final 4 was Dustin Rhodes, Pentagon, Big Bill, and Swerve Strickland with Orange Cassidy. Dustin Rhodes in the final 5. That's what according to here on the
That's.
Or did I read that wrong?
No. I think you're reading it correctly. That's an odd final 4.
Yeah, and then especially then Ricky Starks and Brian Cage, which I would have been fine with Ricky Starks being in the. If I had to look at this list right now, all right. Say we keep Orange Cassidy for the sake of argument. I don't know who else you would have. Whatever. Orange Cassidy, who would have been your final 3 with him? Because I would have said Ricky Starks, Jay White, and honestly probably Big Bill or Pentagon. You know what I mean?
So who are the other 3 in there with him?
This is the original. This is the final 4 on here. Swerve Strickland, Orange Cassidy, obviously, Big Bill, and Pentagon Jr.
Well, personally, mine would have been, if you're right, we're keeping Orange Cassidy for the sake of argument. It would have been Jay White, Ricky Starks, and either I would have chosen Keith Lee, Bandito, or Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah, I could have done one of those 2. I could have done that.
Pentagon. Actually, Bandito. He was the last I believe he was the last Ring of Honor World Champion before you bought him.
Yeah, there's a lot of these guys. I mean, it just was weird to me. I mean, it's a battle royal. It's a good official opener to the card, but what do you it's like, what do you expect out of this, right? Like,
yeah, I just got it. They're making the WCW mistake.
Yeah,
they are signing all of these stars without spots to put them in, and so they end up in these matches.
And if Jay White won, it'd be a different story,
right?
But
he didn't.
what do you? And then didn't even last like to the final four.
Right. You can't even say, oh, he's next in line because he's last eliminated.
Yeah, it's just
right.
I'm just concerned about that. But I mean, Orange Cassidy, do you think he's holding the title for a long period of time? I have no idea. I feel like he's gonna drop it soon.
I feel like he's holding it still because they don't know what they want to do.
Yeah, he could have easily dropped it. If you don't know what to do or who to give it to, drop it in a battle royal. If anything, you know what I mean. Like if the worst comes to worst, just do that. I feel like it's the case for a lot of times. You've seen people, companies do that too. But regardless, Adam Cole defeated Chris Jericho by referee stoppage. Oh, baby. Mike, who was the special guest enforcer?
For some ungodly reason.
We never got to talk about this too. Well, this was actually after our show.
After.
I texted
it was Sabu.
And I texted Chad, be like, am I seeing Sabu on TV?
Yes.
That's like, what? Great theme, by the way, in WWE. It was a great
fantastic.
Theme. Why?
Why though? Of all the options.
I know he was was he with Jericho?
In ECW?
But Jericho wasn't in ECW that long, though. If I'm
not long enough to have like a meaningful relationship with Sabu.
Yeah, like I was very general, and even when he went to WWE, like they didn't really cross.
They ever face each other?
No, they've had to in ECW, maybe, but I don't know if they had like a rivalry or a partnership or like I don't know. Are we that bad? Are we not AEW fanboy? Am I not that much of a Jericho fanboy here? I don't know.
Hold on. Oh, that's why. Because Tony went and saw them face each other one time.
Oh, thank you, Tony Khan. That's such a look at me, Louie. Tony Khan.
I was 13 years old. This is what he said. Well, I think Sabu can do just about anything he puts his mind to. I think this is really special. It's great to have Sabu involved. I'm very excited about it. I'm one of the few people who was there the only time Chris Jericho and Sabu ever locked up, and it was in Pennsylvania in 1996.
That's so specific.
I was 13 years old, and I'm very glad that I'll be here again in Las Vegas now, over 25 years later. Over 25 years later, to see Chris Jericho and Sabu face to face again on pay-per-view. It was an August 2nd ECW show at the Lulu Temple in Plymouth Meeting, Pennsylvania.
Awesome.
And Sabu won.
Awful. 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 Awful.
Okay, moving on to that. I can't talk about this one. I mean, it was a good match.
Boy.
It was a good match. That's just such a look at me, Louie. That's such a look at me, Louie. And that whole thing. Look up Sabu. But it's fine. It's
Batista.
I mean, it's unsanctioned match. It's sanctioned in the WWE, so it's like whatever. I never understood that too. It's a whole other different day. FTR defeated Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal to retain the AEW Tag Team Championship. Mark Briscoe as special guest referee. I don't want to get that much into it. Besides the fact this was a 20-minute match. However, I will say Mark Briscoe. Protect him at all costs. He is incredible. I love Mark Briscoe, and it was great as a referee. Did you see the segments they did with Jeff Jarrett and them at Mark Briscoe's farm?
Yeah, I saw a few of them.
It was so funny. It was so fun. I mean, outside of that,
awful.
Not that
awful.
I meant that. Outside of Mark Briscoe, it was like okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Can we stop? Can we stop?
That's it.
Jay Lethal and an old man wrestling people now.
Please, can we do that? And I don't
get that now.
I don't get Sanjay Dutt and Satnam Singh being involved in this whole. I don't understand it now. I don't know what's going on here too.
Because Sanjay Dutt, Jay Lethal, and then it's like, look at the big guy.
Yeah, the guy who never played college ball and high school ball just got drafted. I always said it's a weird fun fact, and I don't know how the hell he got drafted. Meanwhile, I can't get drafted in the NBA. Wardlow defeated Christian Cage to retain the AEW TNT Championship. No hot potato in a ladder match. Wardlow did a a front flip off a ladder, by the way. That's big dude.
Big dude. That's big meaty man.
It's a big meaty. Well, so Q Albert's thing. Big meaty man. We expected. I mean, I don't know what the TNT Championship, but I'm happy Wardlow retained it. Let's hope the titles lasted, with him for a while too.
Exactly. Let's hope he continues to hold it.
Yeah, right. Next up here, Tony Storm defeated Jamie Hayter to be the new AEW Women's World Champion. It's Women's World Championship, by the way, too. Not women world champion, the women's world champion too. Okay. I didn't really feel this one.
It was kind of just title change.
The match was 3 minutes long, by the way.
3?
Yeah, 3 minutes long. For your top women's title, for a respected champion like Jamie, it's not like Jamie Hayter won. If Jamie Hayter retained and won in dominant fashion, it'd be good for storytelling. But like to have her lose it in 3 minutes.
Okay, so you just buried her entire reign.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Like if she beat Toni Storm in 3 minutes, it'd be like, yeah, Toni Storm lost, but that builds Hayter as a legit champion that will take that can dominate.
Right.
You lost in 3 minutes. I don't understand that. I don't
Okay. I now consider Jamie Hayter to have no credibility to ever win the title again.
Yeah, this is the problem we said with what did we say since AEW started? The women's wrestling it's that they just somehow they can't get it. I don't understand. Why is it this? It's not that hard. Impact did it for years. WWE finally starting to get after a couple of years of not doing it.
Right. No, I just
New Japan is nailing it in the first couple of months
when they legitimately only have like 3 contenders for the title.
Yes.
One of them just broke her ankle.
Yes. Oh, that was bad too. But yeah.
Bad.
How are they not getting it?
They have so much talent.
Yeah.
So much talent.
Oh my God. One of them wasn't even the match in Ruby Soho.
I was going to say, speaking of stables, I'm sorry, I keep going back to stables. You have a stable of 3 fantastic wrestlers.
Yeah.
That are women. And, okay, one of them's champion now. What are the other 2 doing? Nothing.
They're not lackeys.
They're standing there.
They're not lackeys. We've seen Paige women's champion.
She's not even Toni Storm isn't even the leader of her own stable.
I know. Ruby Soho's
Pages.
And Ruby Soho's been contending for titles in NXT and WWE for years now.
Destination unknown.
Yes.
Her hair's cool.
Awful.
No.
You have a dentist that likes to beat people up.
Oh my God. Really?
She's hurt though, but
yeah, that's a whole other thing. Next up here, the 6-man tag team open house rules match, by the way, which I guess that means anything goes. The House of Black, which is Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews, defeated the Acclaimed, Anthony Bowens, Matt Caster, and Billy Gunn by pinfall. Cool. Are we sick of Billy Gunn with the Acclaimed?
Yes.
Okay, I think we can establish. I think now I'm starting to.
I'm especially sick of that catchphrase that I won't say.
Yeah, that is all we. Yeah, you can't.
No,
you can't say that. We'll just say that. We'll just censor it out. It's a
no.
Yeah, I said it, but you heard the no over it too. I will say I like Matt Caster's rap. I like him.
It's good.
I like him. I liked how he called out Buddy Matthews with Dom
Dom.
Yeah, Dom Dom, or as Ab would say,
Mommy.
No. That's
no.
That's it. Whatever. That's whatever. That's so cringe. I cringe with that too. I expected House of Black to retain. Right? It was a good match though. Again, it's like nothing.
I know.
Nothing was like over the top. Like, oh, this is incredible. I loved every single match. Nothing was like, yeah, I was like, great. This one too. Jade Cargill defeated Taya Valkyrie to retain the women's championship. TBS. Got
no. Awful. No. Awful. No. Awful. No.
Wait.
Awful. No. Awful. No. Awful.
Fonz.
Yes.
Wait.
What?
There is another.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna get to that too. But I wanted Taya Valkyrie.
I know, so did I.
This was me in the beginning.
Awful.
Okay. Like this is me talking, I was just like
awful.
I was like this.
No. That's no.
And then Chris Statlander defeated Jade Cargill in 48 seconds. Normally I'd be mad because you had a dominant champion for 500 days losing in 48 seconds to somebody. But guess what? I don't care because I don't want Jade Cargill as champion anymore. She had her reign. It was good. But Chris Statlander is now your new TBS championship. And it was great.
It's over.
It's over.
I'm sorry. I don't dislike Jade Cargill.
I like the run in the first couple of months.
Right.
I gave it Mike to the year. You remember I said that. I said I'll give it a year with this if she's going to do that. That's fine.
Make her dominant champion, then move her up to the.
Yes, that's what I thought. Now, are you going to after this? Do you do it after losing in a minute?
I don't think you can now.
No, you can't do it. It's not like it was like a 20-minute match. She lost it.
Also, you just had someone win the title, so it should be a little bit before someone else wins it.
Yeah. So what do you do now? It's like,
you gotta have a rematch.
You got. What if Jade Cargill wins it?
I'll.
Awful.
That's what it will be.
No.
So bad. All right. Well, we're happy. Let's be happy with this one. 2 more matches on here. I didn't. Well, this is actually the main event made more sense, but this one, MJF defeated Sammy Guevara, Darby Allin, and Jungle Boy Jack Perry to retain the AEW World Championship in a 4 pillars 4-way match because they pinned the 4 pillars of AEW too. This actually, I will say, was a good match. I enjoyed it. I like. This is the future of AEW with all 4 of these guys. We're going to be talking about these guys probably till the end of time. You know, if AEW is still around by then or whatever, too. Like, these guys are going to be around maybe outside of Sammy Guevara because we have our thoughts about him.
Awful.
Yeah.
But, you know, you can't complain about the match. I expected MJF to win. I didn't expect anything different.
Yeah, no. I think it was a good match. It showcased all 4 of their abilities.
Yeah.
Their different styles and movesets and stuff. I think it did well with that. MJF won, which was the right choice. He is, above all, the star of the group.
Yeah.
As a side note, congratulations to Sammy and Ty.
Yeah.
Thought that was pretty cool. I have my thoughts on him as a competitor, but
you know what? Hey, good.
you get a double Orange Cassidy seal of approval.
You don't get the
Awful.
You don't get the awful soundbite. They
No.
like to state it too.
But yeah, no, I thought it was a good match.
Well, then we'll end off here with the Anarchy in the Arena match. The Blackpool Combat Club of Bryan Danielson, John Moxley, Pessinoli, and Wheeler Yuta, love Wheeler Yuta, defeated the Elite, Kenny Omega, Matt and Nick Jackson, Hangman, Adam Page. I'm happy about it because I want a Blackpool Combat Club to win, and they won, so I can't complain about that.
Yeah, I also wanted Blackpool Combat Club to win. I didn't think they'd win, but
I like the super kick Matt. I think Nick Jackson did to John Moxley's head, and there were sparks flying. I didn't understand it. Did you see that, Mike?
Yes, I did.
Did you understand it?
No. Same thing. I don't expect. I never understood that. I filed that away with the exploding barbed wire match.
Yeah, wait, whose theme was on last year's Anarchy in the Arena? Whose theme was on repeat the entire time? Someone broke the soundboard and their theme kept replaying. I think it was Moxley's theme.
Probably. Oh yeah, it was wild. Yeah, no, it was Wild Thing.
Wild Thing. Right? I remember like what theme was playing. I'm hearing it in my head. I was like, whose theme was? It just kept going on a repeat too. This was literally Anarchy in the Arena match. Although, listen, what's better, Mike? Stadium Stampede or Anarchy in the Arena? What's the better match?
Stadium Stampede by far.
100%.
It had a pool of reincarnation that wins.
It wins overall too. But again, I'm happy Blackpool Combat Club is still a thing though. I will say I didn't want it to break up, but I kind of got it. If William Regal was leaving, I kind of understood it. But they're still there, still doing it, so I'm happy about it. Keep the legacy of William Regal. You know.
Yes, I agree.
I really wish I could see Regal in that match, even though not participating, but like being there. You know, like I really. Yeah, it makes you like. I really want to see what he would have done in an Anarchy in the Arena match, like just being as a manager.
Yeah, I would have loved to see that too. Although I also kind of want to see, War Games.
Yeah. No, we got Blood and Guts. What happened? Or NXT.
Okay, that's who it was. Remember, how there's been a hooded woman attacking people?
Yes. Who is it?
It is not Cora Jade.
Oh, who is it?
It is Bea Priestley. Blair Davenport.
No.
No? Yes?
Maybe. She's back.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I guess, right? I guess.
They revealed her after a week, but
now Albert does Raw talk. Now Mike does NXT talk, by the way. Maybe Friday shows I'll do SmackDown talk. I don't know. I'll do SmackDown talking smack.
Let's see. The Usos, Sammy, Usos, Roman, Solo.
Sammy Uso, whatever.
Awful.
KO, Solo.
So that, Mike, wraps it up. I know it's a longer video here. This is technically a podcast. I'll be able to recap a bunch of pay-per-views. But, Mike, overall, the weekend, double or nothing.
Not bad.
It could have been better.
Could have been better. Could have been worse. I think it was better than last year's.
Oh, I agree. The two matches at the end make up for whatever happened, and Jay Cargill dropping the title helped a lot too. A lot of stuff in the beginning just didn't.
It was a slow burn. It was a slow burn of a show. But
if I had to rank the 3, I am probably going to go, honestly, Night of Champions 1. Double Nothing's third, no matter what. Double Nothing will be 3.
Yeah, no, the only question is between Night of Champions and because of the main event, I'll give Night of Champions the edge.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Night of Champions 1, Battleground 2. It's a very, very close 1 and 2.
It was good. It was good.
Very close. That wraps it up, though. We'll be back with a regular scheduled episode next week. But Mike, you want to plug anything while you're here? Why not? Plug away.
Well, I mean, thank you everybody for watching wherever and whenever you may be. We appreciate your love and support. And if you like us, check out the other stuff we do. Fonz has a Slickback Kickback report. He's posting clips of a recent episode with 2 men that I'm quite familiar with, and it's very funny. Especially that one that Kevin says in his top 5 list.
Yes.
That was very funny.
Yeah,
look very, very funny.
It's a Look at Me Louie. JJ
Yes.
Fox Look at Me Louie also, by the way, too.
Is he? I don't know. But anyway.
Louie. Well, go ahead,
Mike. Albert has a YouTube channel where Fonz has magic powers in a video. Apparently, there's something coming up where Fonz and I will be involved in something wrestling whenever the 3 of us can get together, which soon.
Yes.
So that'll be fun. Check that out. And of course, if for some reason you like me, which I appreciate that you do.
Oh boy, Mike. So everyone loves Mike.
I know. Not everybody, but that's okay. The people that I need to love me. Check me out on Cinco Squad. Drop episodes Thursdays at noon. We do the rotation. We did not have a rotation episode because of Memorial Day and everything. John feeling under the weather. I did post my 5 takeaways, but we have a show on the weekends called The Rotation. John and I talk baseball. It's a good time. We talk sports over there and, have a lot of fun.
Seriously, check out Cinco Squad stuff. They're doing really good over there too. I definitely recommend it. You guys like it a lot too. Like I said, I don't know when this is going to be coming out too, but my YouTube channel, Fonz DeFalco. Mike, you're first to hear it on here too, but it's going to be already announced, whatever. It's just been retired. However, it's going to be renamed to just the Slickback Kickback Report with Fonz DeFalco. I'm going to be taking away my commentary, NFL videos, and I'm going to be kind of combining them in with podcast episodes. I had a lot, and it'll be more explained on the YouTube channel. It'll be Slickback Kickback Report with Fonz DeFalco. There'll be a video on there explaining what I'm going to do. All the commentary, all the NFL stuff is going to be combined with the podcast all under one thing with more clips and whatnot too. And again, like Mike said, if you check out last week's episode. Now, Mike, I'll play the sound for you. This pretty much sums up because I kept playing the sound. When you hear this sound,
awful.
This is what it is.
Awful. No.
That's pretty much what the episode is overall. But this is the main part of it. This is where this whole original thing came from, Mike. I want you to listen to this, by the way, and just pay attention to what this guy says about so and so.
LaMarcus Aldridge. Awful. I mean.
That's what it is. Awful. I'll play the full one. That was the short version. The guy. So this is on the Levitard show. He was saying LaMarcus Aldridge was awful. I think I didn't play. I took out the wrong one too. But he was saying LaMarcus Aldridge was awful, and then he said he was an embarrassment. Then he looked fat and out of shape, and he cost him the game last night. This is when he was on the Spurs. Want to know this funny story about that, Mike? The Spurs won that game. He didn't watch, so it's like he cost him the game last night. They all go. They won. He goes, well, if they lost, it would have been on LaMarcus Aldridge. I'm still going to crush him no matter what.
LaMarcus Aldridge, awful. I mean,
that's awful. That's really what it is.
Fraud.
This is what this podcast is all about.
If you're going to talk about it,
watch
it. Be about it. You got to watch it.
I didn't watch Battleground. No, I'm just kidding. No, I didn't watch Double or Nothing. That's what
I did not watch Double or Nothing.
What?
Breaking news.
Check out Four Corners and everything else with review and preview. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know the whole deal. Mike, I think we should just do a 2-sweet out of here. Just for the hell. We didn't do one this week.
Yeah.
2-sweet out of here, and we'll catch you guys on Monday, 7 o'clock. Don't be late.
Woo!
Aldridge, awful.
I mean.